Hi, it's Cassie Oberg from Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, and I am going to try a new series for my YouTube channel that I'm pretty excited about. So, one of the things that I love to do is create with Fast2Fab. And the other thing that I love are the Creative Memories virtual crops. So, after every virtual crop, I am going to come on and do a series of things where I actually create a page using each sketch, and that way you guys can see like my process and how I do it. It's going to be very real and very authentic because it's exactly what I do for the virtual crop. And it's how I can get so many pages done in that one weekend. And I'll incorporate some little tips and tricks into it as I go with each week. But I'm going to start with a virtual crop number one from last weekend. So let me just go ahead and get over to my desktop, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. And hopefully you will be as excited as I am about this. Okay, so going into a virtual crop each time, the first thing that I do is I just organize the pictures that I want to crop into little piles. So like these pictures go together, and these pictures go together, and these. So they're each a little pile, would be a page or a double page spread, depending on how many are in the pile. And that way, whenever it's time to do a sketch, I can just quickly grab the pile that goes with the sketch pictures. Now, they're not always in the right orientation when I grab them, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do for that too. So I'm going to put my piles carefully over here. We will do these ones another day. Put them in order so I don't mess them up. And those will be for other sketches another day. So let's look at what happened at the last virtual crop. This was sketch number one. Super cute, right? And it gave us an idea of what to do for the layout, and it was fun. But I'm going to show you how I do it whenever I'm trying to quickly get through my pages, but also make them look beautiful and qualify for the virtual crop. So the first thing that I do is I look at what the elements of the page are. And guys, don't you just love how they started putting measurements on here too? That's even better. And just remember, these are just suggestions. These are just suggestions. So I look at the main elements. The main thing I want to do is find something that I can do a border along the bottom of the page, and I can have a clear cut something here. So I am currently working with, this is my current favorite. There's always a Cassie favorite. And this is my current favorite, the bright, I think it's the bright hues. And so I just look through, and like something like this would work, because see how there's something at the bottom, and I could make that work. Sometimes I would make this actually be the border. I'm not going to in this case because I want to show you something kind of fun. So we're just going to flip through, and you just look for what will work for your pictures and what will work for the sketch. So we're looking at this sketch if you're just joining us, and we're looking for something along the bottom. So like this would work nicely, but that's not necessarily the color I want for my pictures. Let me just slide this down a little. I'll put the pictures there. Okay, so we're just going to keep going, and we know that there's going to be something in here that will work. This could work. It's not quite what I'm looking for. And so this one, this is the one I'm going to pick to do my page. But I would start with just the stack of Fast2Fab. Hi, Kelly. I start with a stack of Fast2Fab pages. And sometimes they're all different ones that I have left over. I'm starting with a collection right now because that's my favorite way to start, is working with a collection, because then I can just pull everything out from that. Now, the other thing that Creative Memories has been doing to make it even easier for us is that all of the collections have like different ones that coordinate. So technically the summer one is made perfectly to go with the happy hues, but I'm going to use it with the bright because I just really like these colors, and this will still go very nicely with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and then I look at the virtual crop, right? So I could make these a little bit smaller than this and go across the bottom and get the same effect, but I'm going to go ahead and cover it up because of the punch I want to use will be super fun. So I'm just going to go, this is where you want to also use your stash. So whatever you're using, pull it out, and I keep it all in a project folder because then I actually use it. And I have my big pieces just in there, here I'm scarum, and then I have some little pieces tucked away in here. And so it's really nice because then I can use what I have. So I'm going to come And I'm going to see that I want 2 inches by 3. And I want the 2 inches to go this way if I'm using this piece because I want to be able to read that little summer. And we're just going to come over here and we're going to create 4 little pieces. So let's see if this is enough leftovers for that. So it's 2 inches high. Yep, it's going to be enough. And, you know, it really feels good when you use up your scraps, guys. I have to tell you, it's a good feeling. So you're going to come through. And sometimes I go through and I'm like, you know what? I want this to be on my page. So I want it to be 3 inches, but I want that sun to be there. Because, you know, you're going to think I'm a dork, but these are both the boys in this picture is my son and my sister's son. So it's sons and it's kind of a play on words. And, you know, I'm funny like that. So anyway, there's my little 3x2. And now I've just got to pick some other colors to go with it. I'm going to do this one would be super cute. So I'm going to cut my 2 inches here. And I'm literally creating right along with you to show you my thought process of what I do. And I would love it if you guys tell me what you think, or if you like it whenever I just do a certain project. But I just thought this would be fun because it is exactly how I scrapbook and I get a lot done this way. And it really brings me the most joy of all the things that I do. So I'm going to go ahead and do a piece of this, 2 inches. And, you know, you go for the smallest pieces that are left in your stash that will fit the what you're trying to do. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to do this one twice. Now, if you look at the Creative Memories one, oh yeah, I want that summer and that cute little heart. So I'm going to cut it right out of the middle. That's what makes me happy. And if you look at the sketch online, they have all different ones. See how they're all different shades? I'm going to do these two the same because I really like that color there. And they're going to go across. So I'm going to start there. And this is going to go across my page. And I always use a repositionable for anything that I'm doing like this because I tend to be a fast scrapbooker. So I put things down really quickly, and then sometimes I get it a little bit wrong or off. And you know what? With the repositionable, I can just kind of wiggle it to where I need it to go. I'm not a big measure every little thing kind of a gal. It's just not my style. So everybody gets to you know, scrapbook the way they want because there's no wrong way to do it. Okay, so I'm putting this across here. And now I need a border, right? So I could put whatever I want there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull something fun out. Let me see. What would be fun? I'm just going to look through my scraps. And I think this would look cute for what I want to do. So I'm going to punch this paper. And I'm going to punch it onto here so I don't get scraps everywhere. And I tend to just grab what's around me. Now, if you have not used this punch before, I just want to remind you that it's going to punch right between the 2 black lines. And when you put it in, you're going to put it to right up against the black line. And then you're going to punch. And you move it across and you line up the pattern over here. And you line it up against the top on the opposite side. And it's really important because some of the punches, they look like they could go up against the top. This one doesn't, but some of them will look like they can go up against the top. And you don't want to accidentally do that because it will end up crooked. So you just want to make sure that you're pulling it across. You keep matching your pattern up, putting it across the top on the opposite side, and voila, you get a cute little border. And I want to show you another border that I did. Where did it go? I hid it. I buried it from myself. Okay, I will show it to you when it unearths itself, which it will bound to do during this live. So anyway, so here is my cute little thing, and now I'm going to tape down my border. So I just add the repositionable tape, and what's really nice about the repositionable tape is that it does not stick on any of the little things that come through. So now I've got the border effect, and now I'm going to take my photos. Now, notice that these photos are both vertical. That's okay, guys. When you're doing a virtual crop challenge, don't feel like you have to do it exactly the way that it says. You get to decide how you want it. So I always take my pictures. I play around with heights and where I want things. I probably want a journal box up here. So let's see what I've got going on here. See if there's any. Oh, see, this would be super cute. Sweet. Oh, we're going to do something fun. Okay. So sometimes I go rogue. I don't really want this orange there. But sometimes I just take what's left, what's on a journal box. And that's what I want on my page, right? So I could use the trimmer, and I could get really exact, or I could do it Cassie style, which is just pull out my microtip scissors, because honestly, it's just a couple little cuts. And I am not the type of person who needs it to be exact, but I'm going to trim, and look how fast you can do that. And this can go up here. Oh, that's so cute. And I just wiggle it around until I'm happy with it. Sometimes I'm going to trim my pictures, so give me a second. I think I'm going to pull out this effect that they have going on, but instead of putting it over here, I'm going to put it over here. And let's see, I have that going on up there. So I'm going to trim this picture down a little. So I got my handy dandy trimmer, personal trimmer, and I'm going to bring it over and just zippity whack there. And now this can go. And now I'm going to take these two, and a lot of times I matte, so let me go ahead and grab, I think some white mats would look really great with these pictures. So I'm going to take these 4x6, and I'm going to make it 6 1/4. That 1/4 inch gives you 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and that always looks nice to me. So I'm going to measure over 4 1/4, measure over 4 1/4. And I'll show you magic mats on another one. I only needed a couple of mats for this, and I didn't need them to all be 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. But if you go back, if you go to my YouTube channel and you just type in trimmer tricks, then it will show you exactly how to do magic mats, and it is super fun and super cool, and it helps you save paper. So I'm always going to tell you where to find things that I've taught, but see, that makes those pop a little bit. Then I'm going to measure this picture. So obviously it's 4 inches that way, and it is 5 inches this way. So I'm going to just come over here, and I'm going to do, let's see, is this 5 1/4? It is. It's bigger than 5 1/4. So la la la, we can cut that off, and then that'll go on like that. And now we can do our 4 1/4 the other direction. And now I'll mat this picture. And look how fast this is going together. This is a whole virtual crop challenge, and we're getting it done in just a couple of minutes. And you'll go on and you'll look at those, and they're all so beautiful. They're all so beautiful when people do them. But I need to get them done quickly and still be beautiful. That is always my goal. How quickly can I do it and still have it look fabulous? And so that's why I use these pages that are already, they're already pretty. They already have some elements to the design on them. And I can get my pictures down and have my stories. Because let's face it, I take a lot of pictures, guys. I don't know about the rest of you, but I take a lot of pictures. So then this can come up here. And now I'm going to steal this sticker, the summer, and I'm going to put it across here. Okay, and then let's look at our sketch challenge. Okay, so we've got the elements down. We put this one over here. We added our border across this bottom part here. I did not save space for journaling, I'll be honest, but I don't always journal on every page. I know I should, but I will have a page next to this where I will write about how we picked food up at the Greek festival and went to a park, and we had the best time with my sister and my nephew and my wonderful children. And then they also had this right here. I could put this here, but you know, I don't want to. It's okay. You don't have to use every element on the page. So I hope that was helpful. I am going to do a sketch challenge 2 next time, and I'll incorporate some different tips into it. And each week I will come back until I run out of sketch challenges, and then we will go back to regular stuff until we get another virtual crop. So thanks so much. Pop into the comments below what you liked about it and if this is going to be helpful for you, because really the main reason that I do this is to try to help you guys get your pages done quickly. And I hope you have a great night. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.